How's that been this year?
Well, actually, the results have been very positive indeed. I know over the 3 days, off-course turnover's up something like 11% for the 3 days, which is an extraordinary figure given that, of course, the betting turnovers are so high at this time of the year. And on-course, we've been running at between 10 and 15% over the 3 days. So it's been a real financial bonanza for the club, and it just shows that, again, people want to be involved with the Spring Carnival, whether it's here at Flemington or be off-course having a bet on their horses.
Do you think the young members are having much to do with it? What's driving this new momentum, Andrew? Because I know memberships are up, and there seems to be a really young crowd these days.
Well, we've sought a younger crowd because they talk about a generation gap missing the race as well. I think the last 5 or 6 years we've concentrated on young people, and they're certainly turning up these days. And our new membership is 40% under 40, and that's what we're seeking, so I think we'll go on with it now.
The marketing campaign is really paying dividends. I wanted to ask you, Dale, about the new grandstand. Now, that is quite a showpiece on course. How's it being received by the members?
Oh, it's outstanding. I think we couldn't have hoped for a better result. I think I haven't heard one complaint about the facilities. Mind you, they couldn't be, because it is absolutely magnificent. I thought it would be good when I came to the VRC, but I just didn't know how good it would be. And you go through the facilities over the 3 days so far. Honestly, there hasn't been a problem, and the members have been just so well catered for, and I think anyone out there who wants to become a member of the VRC should start thinking seriously about becoming one if they aren't already one.
Congratulations to the two of you and to everyone at the VRC for what's been a sensational carnival, and of course we look forward to that being replicated in an even bigger way next year. So congratulations to you both, and enjoy the rest of the day, what's left of it. We've got some sensational racing and loads of fun today on Stakes Day, so thanks so much for joining us, and it's back to you, Peter, and the panel.
Thank you, Sandra Sally, and well done to Andrew Ramsden and Dale Monteith. There is the magnificent new grandstand here at Flemington. It is state-of-the-art. It has been in perfect working order all throughout the carnival. And for those of you watching us in North America or many parts of the world, if ever you get to this great city of Melbourne, come out to Flemington, especially at this time of the year, because you are going to have a ball. Well, we've got one race down, 8 races to go on the final day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival 2000. We'll take a break, and as we do, let's see if Milton Black can steer you into a winner with more of his lucky numbers. Hopefully you've managed to find a winner one way or the other with Milton Black's lucky numbers, maybe from some of our selections, or maybe just from Omen punters. I think they're the ones who have been cleaning up so far this week. And here on final day, pink is yet again the big colour, as indicated by the fact that Jen has got pink on. In fact, it looks like I dream of Jenny today. Very nice too.
I don't know if that's working either, Peter.
Now, one question I do want to ask you about the outfit, Jen.
Yes.
Is it waterproof?
I hope so, but at the moment it's still not raining, Peter, but if we walk down there it just might.
Can I just turn your mind back, Jennifer, 12 months ago?
We got drowned.
We got drowned because a big storm swept through the course. And that's what it looked like 12 months ago. And it's a nice shiny suit I'm wearing, Rich. The reason is because I was absolutely drenched.
No, it was rather hot that day, and Pete does have a bit of a sweating problem.
Yes, and it was like broadcast news.
But it's quite amazing, Peter. Twice that's happened on Emirates Stakes Day, hasn't it?
It has. Hopefully it won't happen today, although there are a few grey clouds around, and the weather doesn't look all that promising outside as we look towards the west over Jen's shoulder out the back of the studio. So hopefully it should be okay, and there it is. That's actually looking in the easterly direction where the weather normally has gone from. And hopefully today we might manage to avoid any bad weather. Now, there's another bit of vision that I'd like to look at as we look down on the city and looking towards this great city of Melbourne. Another piece of vision that I would like to look at on a serious note, and I did mention it the other day.
No,
Now, do you recognise this man?
It's Madonna.
Good.
It's definitely Madonna.
Let's see.
Yes.
When was this, and what possessed you to do it?
Actually, John Singleton possessed me to do it, and Gay Waterhouse.
Yes.
That's sick, John.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday. No, this was over 20 years ago, Pete. And it was in Sydney. It was quite interesting because while I was out doing the act, someone pitched my clothes in wardrobe, and I had to come back on the plane in that outfit.
But this is not the last time you've done it, is it?
No, look,
No.
It's not the last time you did it.
Now listen, I get set up on this all the time.
Tell the
Honestly.
truth. It's not the last time you did that.
A couple of years
Well,
ago.
I went to the Oaks,
Yes.
but I only got to the gate and the guy wouldn't let me in anyway because you couldn't possibly be a woman.
Yes, well, he was certainly right there.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And just a note to our director, if you could please destroy that piece of vision because there are people eating at this time of the morning. Let's go down to the betting ring. Tim Gossage, get us out of this and tell us what's happening before the second.
Absolutely, Peter. Dante's Fury still being kept very safe. Not a lot of action, really, with the punters and bookmakers, but Dante's Fury is the noted favourite. Cullen and Happy Pain have drifted out a point from their opening quotes, and number 14 has been well backed. I think it's Malachite or Malachite, whatever way you want to say it, depending on what country you come from, but it's been kept pretty safe down here, so it's much shorter in the ring than it is on the tote. It's paying $19 on the TAB.
Yeah, I think we'll go with Malachite because it's probably safer. Dante's Fury from Jenny and Dan, Happy Paint from Richard and myself, and also Gary Willison. Phoenix Strike from John Letts in this 1100 metre race, the new Honda Civic Sprint. So they come down the famous Flemington Straight all the way, practically. Only 100 metres behind them up at the starting gates. For the second, it's due at 11:55. It's round about 5 minutes away from now. So we'll go to a break, and when we come back, we'll be looking at the runners behind the stalls for race 2 on the final day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival 2000, and you're watching it on 10. Candidates on their way to the stalls for the running of the second event on Emirates Stakes Day, the new Honda Civic Sprint over 1100 metres, and we're just a couple of minutes away from race time, so it looks as though we will run late here. There is Cullen number 1 to be ridden by Damien Oliver for Graham Rogerson going up towards the gates. Pretty smart, this fella, Jen.
Oh, he is a very smart horse. He does need it dry and fast. At the moment, the track is still okay, and I thought he wasn't disgraced last time at Flemington. He's going to be there. I think he's got a good chance in the race.
And there you see his Super Tab odds. We'll pick up some of these horses as they get closer up towards the gates. And I can tell you the horse on the right, that's Subby. And
Great old horse.
Salisbury, isn't he a wonderful horse?
Fantastic horse.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero. He's made the conversion to a very useful competitor even later in his career, which very few racehorses actually do.
Such a crowd favourite he is too, and they come from near and far just to give him a bit of a pat. That's Repar number 17 from the Ross McDonald stable with Matthew Gatt. Also going up to the start with Subby. What we might do as they arrive at the stalls, we'll be able to see them a bit better when they get up there. Why don't we head down to the betting ring and see what Tim Gossage can tell us on the second.
Peter, still Dante's Fury is clearly the favourite and will jump so, but there's been good money at longer odds for number 8, Ulrico. Now on the tote it's 40 to 1, about half that price in the ring, and they've taken all those odds early. So there's been good money. It'd be a bad result for the bookies if Ulrico can win. You're getting very good odds on the tote, so you've got plenty of time to have a bet.
Okay, number 8, Ulrico, the one that Tim Gossage suggests is the value here in race 2, the new Honda Civic Sprint. We will try and have a look at as many of these. There is Ulrico, number 8, coming out of the Robbie Lang stable, ridden by Chrissy Munch. What did you make of its performances, Jen?
Well, he's first up here today, and he's yet to win first up in his career. I thought from barrier 2, it might not be the place to be, so maybe a place chance for him.
All right, down the straight, yes, they'll be coming to the outside, and there you can see the barrier stalls up at the 1100 metre mark, and that is from the Hertz blimp, which has been providing such wonderful pictures throughout this carnival. Remember when we had the blimp up for the first year about 5 years ago, and it just revolutionised the way we look at racing here in Australia on television. Patrick Payne's the rider for number 2, Name the Day. There he is out behind the stalls. A short time ago, he caught up with Mark Aston to discuss his chances in the second.
What about Name the Day? What chance?
He's got to be a chance in the race. He's a good, consistent horse. He's had a couple of trials to fit in himself for this race today, so we'll have to give him a chance.
Looked pretty well, Jen. How did you rate his chances?
Well, this horse has won 3 from 4 first up, so he's definitely coming into this race with a good chance on that sort of form. He's an honest type of galloper as well, and Patrick Payne will do him some good as well.
We just saw a shot of number 3, Happy Paint, which is Richard's selection and my selection in the race. And Rich, one of the reasons that I've gone for him is the fact that he's got such a great first up record.
Has got a good first up record, and he's got his strike rate's not all that good. He's only won 4 from 23 starts, but he is pretty good when he first comes back from his preparation. So goes well here too. We'll give him a chance here today.
That's the head of number 5, My Jasper. Glenn Boss in the saddle. Any chance, Jen?
Well, My Jasper sat at the tail all the way at Caulfield at her last start, and I just think she's probably looking for a touch further than the 1100 metres at this stage. She's got ability, that's for sure. Maybe a place chance.
Okay, these runners being loaded up into the gates, and there is Stevie Baster's mount by the look of it in this second event on the program.
Mind you, the one they've come for, Ulrico, hasn't got much of a strike rate either. There's only won 3 of its 24 starts as well.
We should ask you about number 12, Go On Spending, Jen, because you've got the inside mail on it, trained by a fella called Kel Chapman.
Yeah, it's my dad. Well, he's won 3 out of 7. He's been racing very well in the provincials. Of course, his last win was a Class 2, so it's a lot tougher for him here today. But he's done everything right, and he gets in nicely with 52.
And you've drawn the good side of the track too.
Yes, drawn out there, so that should help.
Number 11 in the green and white colours, Emotional Success, being brought up by Sam Hyland for his father Patrick, who trains the horse. There you can see the barriers up at the 1100 metre mark, so they're filling the stalls pretty quickly. And just before we go up to Gary Willits, I should congratulate him on the fact that he has been awarded an Australia medal. It was waiting for him when he got home the other night, and congratulations.